Hola gente de YouTube, estamos aquí en Stanley Parallel y vamos a seguir con los finales que había distintos aparte de los que ya hice en anteriores vídeos. Quería decir que ayer grabé un vídeo de mi Rosedge y no sé qué pasó, que justo lo edité, hice todo el rollo y justo lo estaba subiendo y no sé qué se borró de mi ordenador. Y entonces al borrarlo de mi ordenador, al querer subirlo, el vídeo no se sube porque supuestamente el archivo no existe si se borra. Y no pude subirlo. Entonces creo que si sigo con mi Rosedge va a tener que ser sin esa parte, sin el capítulo 5, o tener que volver a empezar todo el juego. Pero es que empezar todo el juego me da un palo muy grande. A ver si se puede. Si no se puede, pues tendré que joderme. O parar de hacer mi Rosedge o seguir jugando sin ese capítulo. Me encontré un boss, me estuve en un tren, y poco más. No hay que hacer nada más, todo parkour prácticamente.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
Voy a pasarlo porque ya sabéis el vídeo y todo el rollo. Y
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A ver, vamos a ver,
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Esta es casi la clave, vale. Esta es casi la clave. Vamos a ir por la izquierda ahora.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
¿Arriba o abajo? Venga, vamos a hacerle caso. Vamos a hacerle caso. Ay. Ahora si voy por abajo, ¿qué pasa si voy por abajo? Si voy por abajo, ¿qué pasará? Vale, sí, no. No pasa nada. Cerrar la puerta. Vale, ¿esto qué es?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Claro, yo no lo sé. Yo no tengo ni puta idea. Entonces tecleo... Vamos a poner 2, 3 y 4.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Vale, yo no lo sé. Yo no lo sé. Botellas. Yo no lo sé. Y si no lo sé, no puedo hacer nada.
2845.
Que sí, que es 2... No me acuerdo bien el número, acabo de ver, no me acuerdo. 2475 creo que era, claro, pero como no lo sé, no puedo hacer nada. Entonces... Solo me queda investigar qué cosas tan...
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Qué cabrón, o sea, si no hago nada, la abro solo. Está bien. ¿Y qué pasa si tecleo ahora el número? Buah, bueno.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no. This is what he was going to do instead.
Está, ya lo ingresé, no pasa nada. ¡Oh, esa es la imagen del juego! ¡Esa es la imagen del juego, la del medio! Bueno, vamos a ir por aquí, vamos a dejar de hacer el tonto porque ya lo hicimos mucho. Ahí no es. Venga, vamos así que... Oh, pero, what the fuck, ¿qué? Buah, me equivoqué de lado increíblemente el ratón de un giro inesperado. Vale. Un fallo técnico, no pasa nada. Opa. Vale, bajamos. Esto baja muy rápido. Ah, qué susto, pensé que me moría. Ay, a ver. Está bien el juego, me gusta. Hacía tiempo que no lo subía. A ver, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Estación control mental, what the fuck. O sea, ¿qué cojones guarda aquí el jefe de Stanley? Porque... Vale, claramente queda el introductor, ¿no? Pues vamos a dar el introductor.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Ese tiene algo raro, ese pone letras rojas y blancas ahí. No sé, no entiendo nada. Ah, hay que seguir. Vale, pues seguimos. A ver, es que ahora es imposible no hacerle caso, ¿sabes? Hay que darle botón a cojones. Es que...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Vale.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Veo dos botones al fondo de esto. Sistema encendido apagado, ¿no? Uy. Uy. ¿Le doy off o le doy on?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Al de ese lado es como si le diera el botón on.
Let it go.
No.
Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say...
2 minutos. No.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had.
No le hagas caso al hombre, decía. Te divertirás, decía. No morirás, decía. No, es que...
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
No, pero no funciona los botones, no funciona.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
No.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
Apágate.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and
Apágate.
take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume
¿Qué cojones que aquí con esto? Que es por incorrecto, correcto. ¡Incorrecto! ¿Pero qué cojones es esto, tío?
I mean, look at you.
¿Qué cojones es esto, macho?
Screen
Botones,
to screen,
botones.
clicking on every little thing in this room.
¡Botón rojo!
These numbered buttons, no, these colored
El botón rojo no hace nada,
or maybe
el
this
botón rojo
big
no hace nada.
red button, or this door.
botones.
Anything, something here will save me.
What?
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Apágate.
Stanley.
Joder,
you're
pero que...
in for quite a disappointment.
Y te ríes,
But
hijo
here's
de
a
puta.
spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made
Aquí no es.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike.
Goodbye, no sé qué... 4 que... No.
Another choice.
No.
Or don't. It's all the same.
Vete, no me puedo. Vale. Acaba de morirse. Qué hijo de puta. Felices por siempre, iba a decir, cabrón. Qué hijo de puta. O sea, hay un final en el que te mueres. Qué bien. Aquí acaba el episodio de hoy. Espero que os haya gustado. Si dais like, compartís el vídeo en Twitter o en Google Play. O sea, Google Plus o lo que sea. Perfecto. Hasta luego, chavales.